This is it, the electronic music scene at the cutting edge. This show is highly experimental. There are no traditional instruments. There are no traditional musicians. Just this headlining DJ. And there's nothing traditional about what he's doing here tonight.
I could say that the last 7 or 8 years were like research and development for the show. You know, playing with new technologies.
Richie Houghton spins records for massive audiences all the time. Like this show in Tokyo.
That's great, you know, but my interest in electronics and technology is how it empowers one person.
But it's his alter ego, DJ Plastikman, who is here tonight. For the first time in over 9 years, he's performing and mixing his own music live, attempting to go where no DJ has ever gone before.
Normally when DJs perform, other people look after the visuals, the lighting, and the special effects like the smoke machines. But not here, not tonight. DJ Plastikman is in total control of this experiment.
It's like cramming for a university test or something.
The show, only hours away, all started with a concept. How could he make himself the puppet master of an entire sensory experience?
We wanted to kind of come up with a way to have a lot of media, a lot of video images, a lot of sounds, a lot of lighting controls, but have it as unplanned as possible. We tested this last night, and so we had the brightness on this thing down.
And since no technology existed to do what he wanted to do, he had to make it himself.
I started writing, some ideas down and drawing some things and faxing to my dad and saying, how can we do this? Can we?
It started, now it's finished.
Luckily for him, his dad is an electrician.
Well, we thought we were going to have a problem with some of the physical aspects of the controller, but you can get anything done if you throw enough money at it, so we got that done in the end.
Yeah, but I got a major buzz.
And this is what they invented, the Control Live board. It gives him control over 128 elements of music, visuals, lighting, and special effects, all at his fingertips. But its brain is in the computers.
So he just maps it to the software, and then he can literally tell it to do anything.
So if you want to bring in 10 sounds, 5 video images, and 3 lighting cues at the same time, it's impossible to do that in real time. You need some type of system where you can say, okay, we're coming up in 10 seconds, we need all this to go. I need this to go, this, and this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the computer, boom. That was the biggest problem. You got a lot of buzz out there, or is it okay?
2 top performance software companies helped him to overcome that problem. One to organize the visuals, allowing Plastikman to mix video and animation in real time. But it hasn't been tested out in the club yet. The other program is essentially for audio, but this custom-made version of the software helps him to lock together all of the different elements.
So you hear about analog technology and digital. We're not either one. We're everything all intertwined.
He can use all of this hardware around him. Some of these machines are instruments, like this drum machine. Others are audio mixers, effects machines, or backup devices in case something doesn't work. But everything is routed through his Control Live board, where he has the ultimate control.
And you have right here a special section just for video effects. So that only works with this. You have a special effects here which control these machines over here, so I don't have to always turn around. And then the rest of the section is unified. It can control, I've made decisions already in the logistics of the planning of it, that these faders and buttons control audio, visual, and special effects. Some control one thing. One fader may control a sound, how loud it is, and how bright the lights are. So these are the things we have to plan out before, and it's how I manipulate all these things around me, specifically through the controller, and that makes some type of experience in the end, I hope.
Time for tweaking is over. It's showtime. While he does have a visual and audio framework to build on for each of the songs, he makes most of the decisions about what to do live. Don't let this darkness fool you. This is a sellout crowd here tonight. 2,200 people all here to groove out to Plastikman's tunes. and the music delivers, but the visuals don't. They're a bit hit and miss. In fact, the screen above him stays blank for a good chunk of the show.
Now I know and you know that the show is supposed to be a lot more visual than this. The unfortunate thing is I don't think a lot of people around here have any idea what they were missing.
I think it was good, but I think unfortunately when there's a lot of hype, there's great expectations, so obviously not everybody's going to be satisfied. And there seem to be a lot of people that weren't having a lot of fun, but I had a great time.
Visually it was incredibly lacking. At Mutek there's some fantastic stuff, and it's not happening here tonight, that's for sure.
And I thought it was a combination of everything he's been trying to do. I thought it was amazing.
With the whole show over and done with, what's Plastikman's review?
Unfortunately, even the newest, craziest, hardcore graphics engine wasn't able to keep up with everything we wanted it to do.
So the Control Live board and the software worked fine. It was the computers that got stuck on some of the early visuals, like this high-resolution satellite image of Detroit. Other problems just flowed from there.
I brought some things in wrong, but those were my mistakes. It was controlled by me. It was live, and it was spontaneous. When you start using technology, it can easily become boring and pre-programmed, pre-planned, premeditated. And what we're trying to do is prove to people that electronics can be interesting and it can be spontaneous. That's what we did. So we'll see where we go next.